The night the sky roared and the world turned silver with rain, a kitten named Luma decided the storm would not decide her fate, and it would not take her friend. "I remember that night as if the rain never stopped," said Milo. The clouds were swollen with anger, wind held between the bamboo walls of the little fishing village, and the sea beyond was restless. But inside one tiny house, a kitten with eyes like gold coins paced the wooden floor. Her whiskers twitched, her tail flicked. Something was wrong. Luma could smell it. The scent of her friend Piko was fading. Piko, the smallest pup in the neighborhood, the one with the floppy ears and the habit of chasing falling leaves, had not come home before the storm. "Luma, stay inside," warned Toya, the old tabby who watched over the kittens. But the little golden-eyed one kept staring at the door, as if it were not wood and nails, but a curtain she could pull aside to find him. When the first branch hit the roof, Luma made her choice. She leapt through the half-open door into the wind. The rain slapped her face. It tasted of salt from the sea and dirt from the mountain. Now, Luma was no ordinary kitten, said Milo. She had been born under a fisherman's boat and knew the smell of tides. She had learned early that every sound meant something. The crack of bamboo meant a tree had fallen, the shrill cry of gulls meant fish were near, and the low, rumbling hum meant danger. Tonight, the whole world was speaking in the language of danger. She ran along the muddy path, her small paws sinking into the earth. Houses leaned like tired old men. Palm leaves spun across the road. She called for Piko in her high, sharp voice. No answer. The sound of the river came next, louder than she had ever heard. It had swelled beyond its banks, swallowing the footbridge whole. And there, on the far side, through the sheet of rain, was a shape. A trembling, shivering, too small shape, Piko. He was stuck on a mound of earth, the rising water licking at his paws. The current was too strong for him to cross, too strong for almost anyone his size. Luma's heart beat so fast she thought it might leap from her chest. Her mind spun between fear and action. She remembered something Taya once told her. A friend is a shelter you carry inside you, even in the storm. She looked at the water. She looked at Piko. She stepped into the river. The cold bit her like teeth. The current pulled at her belly fur. She planted each paw like a root before shifting to the next. Every step felt like it might be her last. Piko's eyes grew wide. He barked once, a sound almost lost in the thunder. When she reached him, she pressed her body to his. "Hold on to me," she urged, and he did, wrapping his little paws over her back. The way back was worse. The river seemed to know it had a second chance to steal them. Water surged at her chest. She slipped once, twice. But each time, she dug her claws into the riverbed, thinking only of Taya's words. They stumbled onto the far bank, coughing, soaked, but alive. The wind still howled, but it no longer scared Luma. Back in the village, the kittens huddled under blankets, and Piko would not let go of her. For days, they spoke of the golden-eyed kitten who faced the storm, not because she was fearless, but because she feared losing a friend more than she feared the rain. And that, said Milo, is the truth about courage. It is not the absence of fear, but the decision that someone else's safety is worth walking into the storm for. In the years that followed, children in that fishing village grew up hearing Luma's story. They learned that storms will come in many forms: floods, losses, moments when you feel too small for the task. But the measure of bravery is not in the size of the hero, it is in the size of their heart. And somewhere, when the clouds gather and the wind rattles the windows, you might just imagine a golden-eyed kitten, tail flicking, ready to face the storm again.